Hey guys, how are you all doing today? So in today's topic, I'm going to be talking about displacing 16th notes in your lead playing. Now I got this idea from Guthrie and his solo in Wonderful Slippery Thing. He does this. So I thought it was a good topic to do in the lesson today. At the start of the video, I played an improvisation over that track and was messing around with displacing some 16th notes in some runs. And you come up with really cool rhythmic patterns and ideas. So I just thought I would share what I was doing. I did it a bit OTT at the start, but it was just because it's we were focusing on this topic today, and so you could see it if you rewind it back. Now, before I get on with the lesson, please, if you do like what I do, please think about subscribing to my channel, ringing that bell, and also giving the thumb down below a thumbs up. If you've got any comments, please feel free to write them in, and I will reply to each and every one of you who has any questions. If you have any questions about theory, tone, scales, you know, typical guitar kind of stuff. So what do I mean about displacing 16th notes? Well, when we play runs, if we runs on the guitar, I mean, okay, when we play, we kind of get stuck into this muscle memory of playing 16th notes or, you know, triplets or 8th notes kind of thing. I'm going to be specifically talking about 16th notes today, so, but this can apply to any kind of subdivision. Now, when we play 16th notes, if I put a click on a second, I'm just going to be playing some constant 16th notes. Now, I've put the click onto 95 BPM because that was what the track tempo is. So, here's the click. Okay, so 2, 3, 4. Okay, that would be my 16th notes. Okay, now if I put this within the key I was playing in, which was B minor, after a while you can kind of get a bit bored of just playing consistent 16th notes, okay? So if I went... So that was just kind of consistent, and it kind of get boring after a while, just constantly playing 16th notes. So if I stop that a second. Right, so what we're going to do is displace 16th notes in the pattern to make it just a bit more interesting. So say if we have da 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 da, okay, the 4 notes, da 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 da, okay. What we're going to do is displace each one of those 16th notes. So we'll displace the first one first. So instead of having da 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 da, we're going to have da da da. So we're going to rest on the first one. So instead of it being ba 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 ba, let me put on the click. It's a bit easier to understand what I'm saying. So instead of this da 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 da, we're going to miss the first one out. So it's going to be ba 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 ba. So we're displacing that first beat, okay, or that first 16th note, I should say. So it would sound like this. Now put it within the scale and you have an interesting pattern. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's actually, when you take away that first note or any of the 16th notes you want to take away, it is actually harder, but you come up with this interesting pattern. So we're taking away notes of the constant 16th note, but we're just displacing it. So we're displacing that first 16th note, so we get this really nice melodic pattern. And if you go back to the improvisation I did at the start, I was doing that kind of thing. Okay, so then what we can do is we can do it for each one of those. So instead of it being for the first one going, so instead of taking away the first one, what I'm going to do is bring all 4 back. I'm going to displace the second one now, okay? So I'll get this, 2, 3, 4. So I'm taking away that second and I'm giving it a rest on that second 16th note, if that makes sense. So we're going to have okay, so you get this really interesting pattern. Again, I'm going to do it to the third one now. So instead of it being... So always go back to your first, just playing 16th notes. It's quite easy then to drop out which one you want. So I'm going to take out the third 16th note here. So it's going to sound like this. So I've gone from this to that, okay? Ba 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 ba. So I'm dropping that 16th note, that third 16th note, okay? Now let me put it along in the key of B minor and just play around diatonically. Whoops. So, again, when you start taking away the notes, it becomes very difficult. Okay, you really have to think and keep that timing there. It's a lot harder than just playing consistent and constant 16th note. Again, we can take away the last one now, so we've got one more. So we're going to take away the last one. So instead of it being this, so 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take away the last one, so it's going to be this. Then we can put them all together and have a go over the track. I really advise to do this at a slower BPM to start with. So I'm just going to, mix them all together now, okay? And maybe put in some constant 16th notes as well, but just start displacing them. 2, 3. Okay, so kind of freestyling with it and then putting the displacement and take away the first, the second, the third and fourth. I just thought that was a really cool concept, and it would give you some more interesting lines. So actually taking away notes rather than adding notes can be really beneficial in the way you kind of phrase. So anyway, that's all I wanted to do today. If you do like what I do, like I say, please think about subscribing to my channel, give it a thumbs up below and maybe write a comment. Cheers guys, have a good weekend.